Ladies and gentlemen, tonight represents a very special night here at Southern Nash as we will be honoring our seniors for varsity football, varsity cheerleading, and the Southern Nash Marching Firebirds. We will begin tonight by recognizing our senior varsity football players first, beginning with number 1, Zion Nicholson, accompanied by his mother, Aisha Nicholson, his dad, Kelsey Nicholson, his brother, Andrew Calderon, sister, Ileana Brown, and brother, Elijah Brown. Number 2, TJ Tabron, accompanied by his mother, Andrea Brinkley, his grandmother, Eunice Dunstan, his grandfather, Joe Dunstan, and also his grandfather, Joe Tabron, and his brother, Jiron Brinkley. Number 3, Leo Jones, accompanied by his father, Leo Jones, his brother, Mario Burgess, brother, Dion Burgess, and cousin, Xavier Horton. Number 4, Jonathan Daniels, accompanied by his father, Alan Daniels II, mother, Janice Daniels, sister, Elizabeth Daniels, grandfather, Alan Daniels II, and grandmother, Ann Daniels. Number 5, Jojo Hernandez, accompanied by his mother, Sandy Hernandez, his dad, Rafa Hernandez, brother, Joel Hernandez, sister, Lizette Chavez, and sister, Bianca Belinas. Number 6, Sammy Gandy, accompanied by his mother, Kara Pittman, dad, Kenny Sharon, and brother, Jaden Sharon. Number 8, Dawson May, accompanied by his mother, Anita May, his Meemaw Frankie May, sister, Ava May, and brother, Noah Thorne. Number 9, Zyshawn White, accompanied by his mother, Trudy White, his dad, Lavelle White, and brother, L.J. White. Number 20, Justin Braswell, accompanied by his mother, Sonia Horn, his grandfather, Jimmy Ellis, and brother, Aaron Horn. Number 22, Kahari Caldwell, accompanied by his mom, Judy Marshburn, his aunt, Ernestine Tabron, his brother, Kajan Cottle, and brother, Prince Austin. Number 26, Jackson Vick, accompanied by his mother, Mia Vick, dad, James Vick, brother, Jordan Vick, and brother, James Vick, and cousin, Bria Manis. Number 30, Ron Rockowitz, accompanied by his mother, Megan Balance, stepfather, Charles Balance, grandmother, Kim Rackley, and grandfather, Frank Balance. Number 31, Antonio Thorpe Woodard, accompanied by his sister, Alicia Davis, cousin Demetrius Manning. Number 34, Dontavius Kingsbury Evans, accompanied by his mother, Shanika Kingsbury, his dad, Dante Evans, sister, LaKayla Henderson, and brother, Sebastian Evans. Number 50, Josiah Kent, accompanied by his father, Johnny Kent, mother, Sonia Kent, sister, Miracle Kent, and grandmother, Ann Kent. Number 55, Gavin Bissett, accompanied by his mother, Lindsay Bissett, dad, Mickey Bissett, stepmom, Jessica Bissett, and brother, Caleb Bissett. Number 75, Deshaun Pitts, accompanied by his mother, Cautious Burgess. Number 6, Sammy Gandy, accompanied by his mother, Kara Pittman, dad, Kenny Sharon, and brother, Jaden Sharon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our senior cheerleaders, beginning with Miss Layla Alston, escorted by stepfather and mother Josh and Lindsay Totten, and her father and stepmother Dustin and Brittany Haskins. Miss Shania Bryan, accompanied by her father and mother, Freitas and Crystal Sessions, grandmother Melody Arrington, and her aunt, Ty Weston. Miss Tanaya Clemens, escorted by her mother, Tanisha Clemens, and sisters, Caitlin Dowdy and Dominique Clemens. Miss Laura Coffey, escorted by her father and mother, Roy and Heather Coffey, and sister, Gracie Coffey. Miss Jennifer Flores, escorted by father and mother, Ramon and Marijuana, and brother, Kevin Flores. Miss Caroline Parrish, escorted by her mother, Melissa Parrish. Ms. Kayla Richardson, escorted by Bryson Richardson Sr., her father, grandmother Ella Richardson, grandfather Dennis Richardson, and brother Bryson Richardson Jr. Ms. Kayla Wilder, escorted by her mother and stepfather Valerie and Michael Careview, and father George Wilder and sister Jasmine Wilder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the members of the Southern Nash Marching Firebird Seniors, beginning with Miss Esmeralda Aguayo, escorted by by her mother, Tapacio Alonso, Uncle Jose Guevara Jr., and her aunt Chelsea Guevara. Miss Julia Airgood, escorted by her mom, Crystal Airgood, and brother, Liam Airgood. Miss Samari Allen, escorted by her grandmother, Barbara Allen, her aunt Stephanie Smith, Uncle Kenneth Allen, dad Vance Hennett, and sister Keita Harris. Miss Sandra Fonseca, escorted by her parents, Maria Anez and Alfredo Omar Fonseca, sister Maria Fonseca, brothers Angel and Ernesto Fonseca, and brother-in-law Rogelio Pimentel. Noah Packard, escorted by his parents, Karen and Eric Packard. Miss Shirley Ricks, escorted by her parents, Tracy and Bert Ricks. And Miss Rebecca Sudan, escorted by her parents, Rachel and Ryan Sudan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for your varsity football seniors, your varsity cheerleaders, senior cheerleaders, and your senior members of the Southern Nash Varsity Firebirds. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier this season, a special recognition was planned for the cornholers game. Unfortunately, that game was canceled due to some positive COVID tests. And also that was going to be the reunion night for the class of 1991. The football team of 1991 was also going to be recognized. The 1991 football team were designated as the Dream Team. They went undefeated in the regular season and went all the way to the Eastern Finals, finishing with an overall record of 13-1. This was also the first season that Coach Brian Foster joined the Southern Nash coaching staff as an assistant and would then later become the head coach. The class of 1991 would like to honor Coach Foster and his wife Kim. They will each be presented a plaque tonight. Coach Foster's plaque is in honor of him and is for carrying on the legacy as a builder of men for 31 years at Southern Nash High School. Presented by the class of 1991, October 29th, 2021. The second plaque is awarded to Mrs. Kim Foster for her unwavering support of the Southern Nash High School football program and is also presented by the class of 1991 here, October 29th, 2021. Thank you to Coach Foster and Mrs. Foster for all that they've done for Southern Nash. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would please rise and remove our headwear, as the national anthem will be sung tonight by members of the Southern Nash High School Chorus under the direction of Mr. Dean Wheeler. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we will prepare for the coin toss, let's meet the captains for tonight's game, beginning with number 8, Dawson May, number 26, Jackson Vick, number 31, Antonio Thorpe Woodard, and number 52, Levi Rogers.
And good evening, Firebird fans, and welcome to Stanhope. We are live for senior night. Hope everyone enjoyed the festivities beforehand, recognizing the seniors of the football, cheerleading, and band. And we're ready to get things underway here shortly as the Red Rams of Franklinton have come to town to face the Firebirds in the final home regular season matchup for the Big East Conference. Implications are here for the Firebirds, still looking for that at-large playoff bid. A lot of people think they have enough to get in, but obviously a win tonight would solidify things for the Firebirds. So we'll be getting things started off here shortly as you see the captains of head to midfield, Levi Rogers, Tony Woodard, Dawson May, and Jackson Vick ready for the coin toss. As the two teams exchange, tonight's sponsors, it is the Small Town Shop local sponsors for tonight. But I would be remorse if I did not mention the sponsors for the last 2 weeks, Low Country Co. and Vandermark Farms. We have had technical difficulties with the county. However, we do want to thank the county for coming in this week and working very hard to help resolve the issues. And hopefully tonight's broadcast will go off without a hitch and let us be live for the entire evening. And the toss has happened. And the Firebirds have won the coin toss and elected to defer to the second half. That will be kicking off. And we'll get things started in just a moment. I'm Brent Cone riding solo tonight, live on the Tar River Sports Network. This is Firebird Friday Night Lights. And we're back as the seniors of this year's varsity team take the field for their last time. during the regular season. Hopefully, we might pull off a playoff game back here at home. We'll have to wait and see how the NCHSAA ranks things out and where the Firebirds stand. Also, those of you that participated or joined in for the pregame festivities, you saw the great salute to Coach Brian Foster and his wife Kim Foster for all the years that they dedicated to this program. And yes, I was here on the first night that Brian Foster was here with a full head of hair and a waistline. And it's an onside kick to start things. The ball's loose. Looks like Franklinton will recover. And it'll be Franklinton football. First and 10 from their own 45-yard line. A couple of notable jerseys that will be missing on the field tonight. Number 6, Sammy Gandu, who has had a phenomenal season. I think everybody that knows that's listened to the broadcast, he's one of my favorite players on the field. Suffering from a slight injury, decided to rest him for tonight. And a big hit by Tony Woodard.
On the tackle for the Birds.
And Mitchell Jones,
On the play of about 1, bring up second down and 9.
forward momentum would not quite get a yard, bring up second down and 9. Also missing from the field tonight is number 56, Keegan Wallace, who those of you saw last week suffered the injury to his lower leg. And I'm being told that he is in surgery as we speak. Went in at 4 o'clock today, so Firebird prayers going out to Keegan Wallace, who is definitely a student and fan favorite here at the stadium. From the shotgun, back to pass. Oh, nearly intercepted by T.J. Tabor.
With the knee or pick, that'll bring up third down and 9.
And that's going to bring up third down and 9 for the Red Rams. Also mentioned in the pregame was the class of 1991, the Dream Team, which obviously, of course, was Coach Foster's first team here as an assistant coach under a coach, should have been Coach Algie Faircloth, who passed away that year, but also Coach Ray Davis, who had a great run as a head coach here. And a wide open pass is caught. That's going to be a first down for the Red Rams. T.J. Tabor with the tackle. The Red Rams will move things down into Southern Nash territory. 35-yard line, first and 10 from there for the Red Rams. And quarterback Matthew Ray, no, that's not the band director. That's the quarterback from Franklinton. And he'll try to keep this one himself, and he'll actually be thrown behind the line of scrimmage. Not sure where forward momentum got him. They're going to mark him back about a foot. We'll call it second down 11. And, of course, those of you that watched the end of last year's regular season in Franklinton, which was actually back in the spring, that one ended a little short when things got a little out of hand. So hopefully the officials can keep things under control here tonight between these two teams. Slight gain there on the play. Big Dusty Hall in on the tackle, along with Mitchell Jones. Going to bring up third down and 9 for the Red Rams. Of course, the Red Rams coming off a big win last week over the Rocky Mount Senior High Griffons, who were heavily favored going into that matchup. And I think you can chalk that one up to a spoiler for the playoffs for Rocky Mount, unless just some strange things happen in the eastern side of the state in the 3A conference, 3A division. Another pass down the sidelines. That was going to be thrown out of bounds, uncatchable. It's going to bring up fourth down and 9 for the Red Rams. And being on the Southern Nash 34-yard line, it looks like the Red Rams have decided that it would be better to go for the first down versus a punt, and obviously not enough leg to get a field goal from there. So Matt Ray back in the backfield for the Red Rams. And it's going to be a reverse. Some room to run. Tripped up. And that is Kahari Caudle on the stop. And the Red Rams will turn it over on downs to the Firebirds. And that was Charles Dicker on the attempted reverse. And a big defensive play there by Kahari Caudle to get the ball in the hands of Brock Alford and the Southern Nash offense. And a pitch to Jackson Vick around the left end.
Jackson Vick on the carry.
Pick up a few.
He's going to take it up to around the 33. Caught a gain of 3, bring up second down and 7.
So second down and 8 here. Second down and 7, excuse me. And Trey Mitchell gets the call this time. He'll take it just out beyond the Firebird 35-yard line to the 36. It's going to bring up third down and 4 for Southern Nash. And Vick will take it up the middle. Will not have enough yardage for the first down. That's going to bring up fourth down and not quite 2 yards here for the Firebirds. And Coach Batchelor will opt to go for it here. So a lot of confidence in his offense as in the first possession. It's a handoff to Vick, and he'll have enough for the first down out to the Firebird 42-yard line. And the first down of the night for Southern Nash will move the chains, and it'll be first and 10 Firebirds. And Trey Mitchell will get the call this time. He'll be hit in the backfield.
Trey Mitchell on the carry.
Possibly got back to the line of scrimmage.
43, but he gained about 1. Bring up second down and 9.
And they're going to say a small gain on the play. We'll call that second down and 9 for the Firebirds. Vick's in motion. That'll be handed off up the middle. And no big gain on that play.
Nathaniel Palacios on the carry.
Nathaniel Palacio on the carry will pick up about 3.
About 7.
They call it third down and 7. Ball will be spotted on the Firebird 46-yard line. And timeout is called, as it looked like Alford may have been attempting to draw the Red Rams offside. And with that timeout, once again, tonight's game is sponsored by the Shop Local sponsors. We'll be going through this list during the night, and I'll pop off a few here for you. Southern Bank of Middlesex and Bailey. At Southern Bank, our interest is you. Also, Walters Team Realty, serving the 5-county area, including Eastern Wake, Johnston, Franklin, Wilson, and good old Nash County. Barnes Safety, Call 1-800-653-0643 and start protecting yourself and the ones you love. And finally, Rudy Perry's Lawn and Landscaping. Call Rudy today at 252-289-6578 because your lawn deserves it. We from the country, we call it yard around here. Your yard deserves it, not your lawn. This one will be handed off to Jackson Vick. He'll take it around the right end, looking for some room to run. He'll pick up a few yards, take it out down close to the first yard marker. It's going to come up short. We'll look for the spot to see how many the Firebirds need to pick up as he crosses midfield. And that's going to bring up fourth down. And not quite 2 yards again for the Firebirds. Well, they will take a shot and go for it. And we've got an early score in over in Red Oak. Rocky Mount Senior High has scored first and leads the Knights 7-0 as a nice run. I believe that was Mitchell Jones on the carry. His first carry of the night. And that'll be another first down for the Firebirds. So I guess it's running back by committee tonight with the absence of Sammy Gandy. As Palacio and Jones both with carries so far tonight. And Jones will get it again. He'll take it out across the 40. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 41-yard line. And that should bring up second down at 7 here for the Firebirds. So Firebirds kind of chipping away at the mountain early. No big plays, just kind of ground and pound. Punching the ball forward. And offered back to pass. That's Jackson Vick wide open, and he can't hold on to the football. An obvious touchdown. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it will be against the Firebirds, so the catch would have been for naught anyway had it been completed. It's going to bring up second down and 12 now for Southern Nash. And a reverse to Jackson Vick. He'll make a nice cut, room to run, still on his feet. He's down to the 20, still on his feet. He'll break it away, takes a block, and he's in the touchdown. Touchdown, Jackson Vick. A great block downfield by Nathaniel Palacio, and Jackson Vick reverses the field and takes it into the end zone, and Firebirds are first on the board. With 4:43 remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard here in the first quarter. And Jonathan Daniels on for his first extra point attempt of the night. And that'll be good. And just like that, it's 7-0. Firebirds. So the first big run play of the night belongs to Jackson Vick on the reverse, turned reverse. I think he ran about 100 yards on that play. While the Firebirds get set off for their second kickoff of the night. A few more of tonight's sponsors. The town of Spring Hope, honoring the past and building the future. Visit Spring Hope for an hour, for a day, or for a lifetime. First Citizens Bank, also in Spring Hope. For more than 100 years, customers have trusted First Citizens Bank with their money and their futures. First Citizens Bank, forever first. And Southside Pharmacy, also in Spring Hope. It's their one-stop shop for better health. And we'll catch one more from Spring Hope. It's Dr. Howard Weeks Dentistry. Our goal is to help our patients enjoy a lifetime of good health and well-being. The high pooch kick by Wakowitz will be fielded and out of bounds.
It's Franklinton kick. Franklinton takes the Southern Nash kick and goes out of bounds near their own 37-yard line.
And the Red Rams will take over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Red Rams remain in the shotgun. This will be handed off on a run around the left side by Jalen
Ibrahim on the carry for Franklinton. He's going to take
Ibrahim.
43-yard line, it appears. Big gain
Yeah.
about 6.
Gained about 6 on that run. That would be their biggest run play of the night so far. It's now 2nd down and 4 for Franklinton. And the handoff again. Flags will come flying in. Tackle will be made by Malachi Dobbins. But a chop block is going to be called against Franklinton. That'll bring that run back. And with the 15 yards tacked on, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 21. And a low snap, nearly lost, recovered. Finally brought down. Once again, Malachi Dobbins on the stop.
Brought down by Malachi Dobbins.
And that was Chance Walker on the carry for the Red Rams. Another nice tackle there by Malachi Dobbins. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 14 for now for the Red Rams. And it looks like Franklinton is going to use their first time out of the half. And so right now, during this timeout, you're actually seeing the Rocky Mount Senior High and Northern Nash game, which is tied at 7. And it looks like Northern is deep in their own territory. And Keno Jones manages to get out of his own end zone and take it out to about the 25, as that looks to be a nice game stirring up over in Red Oak. And that's really weird for me to be sitting in the booth at Southern Nash and calling the Rocky Mount Senior High Northern Nash game. But once again, credit to Nash County. They came in and worked hard fixing their issues with the internet. Glad to see them punch in and help us out. And the pass play, nearly intercepted again. That's 2 missed interceptions by T.J. Tabron. And I know he wants to get one. And while the Red Rams are getting set up for this 4th down punt. And the punt snap is high. It gets away from him. He's going to try to get the punt away. And it's going to fall dead at the right about it where the first down marker was for the Red Rams. So Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10 from the Franklinton 48-yard line. But I was sitting here reading another update that is a really good one. I just been notified by Keegan's dad that he is out of surgery, and the surgeon feels like he accomplished all he wanted and is very happy with the end results. Several other issues that they did to Keegan that I won't get into on the air, but it's a great prognosis for Keegan and his return for next football season.
He's going to be dropped for a loss of about 2 on the play, make it 2nd down and 12.
And so on that first play from scrimmage for the Firebirds, Jackson Vick thrown for a loss, make it 2nd down and 12. Of course, Keegan Wallace very much missed on that offensive line. But those guys have done a really good job filling in while some other ones have been absent during the season for various reasons. And Trey Mitchell will get it this time around the left side. He'll be taken out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
He's going to take it to the Firebird 45-yard line, or the Frankton 45-yard line. Big gain of 5. Bring up 3rd down and 7.
And in covering for Keegan is Bryce Alton, who has stepped in for Gavin Bissett earlier this year and did a really good job at center. And so Bryce Alton being the Iron Man, playing everywhere. And another pitch to Mitchell. He'll be caught in the backfield, and that'll be thrown for a loss on that play.
He's going to be stopped for a loss on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and about 10.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 10 now for the Firebirds. Make that 4th and 9. Offered back to pass. He's going to scramble around. He's going to get the pass away. John Tolleson! They're going to say it hit the ground. Unbelievable call. Unbelievable catch. Not going to be a fan favorite here at Firebird Stadium as that official. Another fantastic catch by John Tolleson. So a tough break there for the Firebirds as they don't get the call and turn it over on down to the Red Rams, and that sends the Great Wall of Stanhope back in to try to get that ball back for the Firebirds. So another handoff around the left side, cuts back up the middle, pick up about a yard, possibly 2.
He's going to take it up near midfield, big gain of about 2, bring up 2nd down and 8.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Red Rams. And a little backstory on Tolleson, what makes that catch even more impressive. John Tolleson called a full baseball game on Wednesday night, a full 7 innings out at Tobbs. And I'll tell you this story as the first quarter comes to an end with Southern Nash leading 7-0 over the Red Rams. Yeah, Tolleson caught an entire baseball game. And, of course, his comment to me towards the end of the game was, "My legs are shot." So this is an extremely tough kid. I have known John or John's family my entire life, played with his some of his uncles. But while we're here in between quarters, I'll cover a few more of our local sponsors. The town of Bailey, home of the Country Doctor Museum and the Bailey Christmas Parade. The Nash County Farmers Market, open every Saturday from 8 to 1, located at 1006 Peachtree Street in Rocky Mount. with locally grown fresh produce, meat, and more. Southern Septic Systems, located in Bailey, North Carolina. They provide comprehensive septic services for eastern North Carolina. And finally, Spring Hope License Plate Agency, offering shorter lines and friendly service, located at 123 South Ash Street in Spring Hope. So, handoff to start the second quarter for the Red Rams. A gain of about 2 on the play. It's going to bring up third down and about 7. So Matthew Ray, not the band director once again, from the shotgun, in trouble, gets the ball away, overthrown. That'll be incomplete as pressure was applied. Xavier Horton in with a near sack. That's going to bring up fourth down and 7 for the Red Rams. And it looks like they are going to go for it here on fourth down. Sitting square on the midfield line. And Ray will back up and punt it. So it takes a great Franklin County roll and a great punt, actually, by Matthew Ray, the quarterback, as it's going to be blown dead on the 1 yard line, actually inside the 1 yard line. So Southern Nash now with a full football field to go to the end zone. So Zyson White checks in for the first time at quarterback tonight from his own end zone. And he'll hand that off. And that's Justin Braswell on the carry. His first carry of the night. And that 15-yard carry gets the Firebirds out of the hole and moves the chains as it's now 1st and 10 from the Firebird 15-yard line. So White again with the handoff to Jackson Vick this time. He'll take it out, be stopped just shy of the 20. So gain of about,
Jackson Vick on the carry.
looks like a gain of 5 on the play.
Looks like it's going to be marked up around the 20-yard line.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 5 now for the Firebirds. And another run play. This time it's going to be Zyson White on the keeper. He'll take it out to just beyond the 25-yard line, and that'll move the chains again for the Firebirds. 1st and 10 on Zyson's first carry. Zyson also played a full baseball game this week, and while I'm talking about baseball, I'll just let you know that the Firebird, and yes, Northern Nash combo team playing at Fleming Stadium in the Times Fall League have made it to the playoffs and will play November the 8th at 7:30 in the first round of those playoffs. Zyson White again on the keeper will cut it back across field and take it out to about the 30. So a gain of about 5 on the play should bring up 2nd down and 5.
Mitchell Jones on the carry. He's going to take it out to the 36-yard line. Gain on the play is sufficient for another Southern Nash. First down.
I have been off the entire time I've been talking. You couldn't pick it up? You couldn't hear me? Okay, I was on. All right, I'm getting a text that somebody can't hear me. Can't hear my announcing. So I'm going to send a test out. This is to Coach Coble. If you can hear what I'm saying, text me back. Oh, shit. Well, I hope it wasn't working then. We're going to do a sound check. And it sounds good here, so hopefully everybody is hearing the broadcast. And Jackson Vick breaks away down the right side, room to run, down the sideline. Going to be tripped up and will step out of bounds inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. And I'm being told that all he can hear is Scott and the crowd. He cannot hear me. All right, we're saved. I'm being told that I can be heard. And sorry about the four-letter explicit just a moment ago for those who are listening. And this is going to be intercepted for a touchback. And it looks like the Red Rams will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. So the first turnover of the night. So 1st and 10 for the Red Rams from their own 20-yard line. I think we've got back adjusted here. And this will be a handoff off the right side. And actually a slip there by Ibrahim. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 4 now for the Red Rams. And this will be carried around the right end as T.J. Tabor slips in for the big stop. And that should bring up 3rd down and still about that long 4. Maybe a slight gain on that play. And Ray looks to pass, and that's going to be in the ground and incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down now for the Red Rams. Franklinton is giving the appearance that they are going for it. Of course, their last fourth down, and the Red Rams are able to draw the Firebirds off sides, and the encroachment call will give enough yardage to Franklinton to move the chains, so that's going to be a 1st and 10 on a big mistake there by the defensive line. All right, and 1st and 10 for the Red Rams. Ray once again from the shotgun after the encroachment call. And Tony Woodard catches Chance Walker in the backfield. Dawson May comes in for the assist. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 14 after the 4-yard loss. Yeah, I know I'm saying Tony Woodard. It's Antonio Thorpe Woodard. I was going to say Tony because as much as he's in my house, he's like my kid anyway. So we're just going to call him Tony. So if I say Tony, you know I'm talking about Tony Antonio Thorpe Woodard. Too many names, Tony. Ray, back from the shotgun. Looks deep. Got a man open. And that's going to be intercepted. That's intercepted by Zion Nicholson, who stepped in front of a wide open Red Ram player from nowhere and takes it away. And it's Southern Nash ball, 1st and 10 from the Red Ram 42-yard line. And Vic with the handoff. He looking around the right end. He'll make a cut back up the middle. He'll be brought down just shy of the 30. But that's going to move the chains again for the Firebirds. So the ball comes loose. Mitchell Jones on the carry. Looked like there was a problem on the exchange between he and Zyshawn White. Waiting for the officials are going to rule that down. And Southern Nash will maintain possession. We don't want to see all that fumble stuff. We had enough of that last Friday night, guys. Coach Baxter's going to have the whole team walking around like Petey on Remember the Titans. The whole team will be walking around with footballs. Hold on to the ball. Now it's like the officials are having a discussion. So the discussion continues. And they're going to spot the ball. Be 2nd and 9. And Mitchell with the handoff. He'll be around the left end. A flag comes flying in. A second flag comes in. Mitchell will be driven out of bounds at about the 1st down marker. But it looks like that may be against the Firebirds. And that is a hold against Southern Nash. So now second down and long for the Firebirds. Zyshawn White will step back up under center. And Jackson Vick will take this up the middle. Still on his feet, fighting. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. And that is the case. So a 19, but make that about a 20, 21-yard carry for Jackson Vick. And that'll move the chains again for the Firebirds. Now first and 10 from the Red Ram 18-yard line. And it looks like a flag was been thrown against Franklinton. And that'll spot the ball inside the 10-yard line. Have not seen yet what the call is. And here comes the official. And they're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct against the Red Rams. So they moved it 9 yards, okay, to make it first and 1 for the Firebirds. And there is Trey Mitchell, who'll take it down to about the 5-yard line. And Trey Mitchell again with the handoff, and he'll punch it off the left guard and into the end zone as Southern Nash puts 6 more up on the board with 2:26 remaining in the half. And Jonathan Daniels on for the PAT. And a nice kick by Daniels puts Southern Nash up 14-0 over Franklinton. Once again with 2:26 remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. So once again, tonight's game is the Shop Local sponsors, and we'll reel off a few of those for you while we get set up for this kickoff. Spring Hope License Plate Agency, offering shorter lines and friendly service, located at 123 South Ash Street in Spring Hope. Also, Southern Septic Systems, located in Bailey. They provide comprehensive septic services for all of eastern North Carolina. The Nash County Farmers Market, open every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located at 1006 Peachtree Street in Rocky Mount. They feature locally grown fresh produce, meat, and more. The town of Bailey, home of the Country Doctor Museum and the Bailey Christmas Parade. And once again, we want to mention the sponsors from the last 2 weeks, Low Country Co. and Vandermark Farms, who obviously we had some technical difficulties. So we want to thank them again for their support of the Firebird program and the Tar River Sports Network, as that kickoff will go out of bounds. And with the penalty flag, Franklinton will take over first and 10 from their own 35-yard line, trailing the Firebirds 14-0. So they're going to say it went out of bounds at the 39, so it'll be first and 10 from the 39-yard line. And they're going to call encroachment on Southern Nash lining up offsides. That'll add 5 more yards to it. That will make it first and 5 now for the Red Rams. And a hand up off the left side. Initial hit by Malachi Dobbins. Bring a gain of about 3 on the play. Bring up second down and 2 for the Red Rams from their own 47-yard line. And we now passing the 2-minute mark remaining in the first half up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Another handoff to the right side. Once again, Chance Walker. And it looks like on this carry, he will pick up enough yardage as they're going to spot him down just shy of midfield. A flag will come flying in on a late call. So it should be first and 10 Franklinton from about the 50. But it looks like there will be an unsportsmanlike call against the Firebirds. So a 15-yard penalty will put the Red Rams well into Southern Nash territory. Now first and 10 from the Firebird 35-yard line. Another handoff the right side. A big run, nearly, the ball comes out. But Abraham, with the carry down, another big run play by Franklin. He manages to recover the fumble. It will be first and 10 Franklinton. And a flag will come in. No, change that, no flag. Southern Nash will use their second timeout of the half. As once again, it is first and 10 for Franklinton from the 15-yard line of Southern Nash. We'll run through a few more of tonight's sponsors. Dr. Howard Weeks Dentistry in Spring Hope, where their goal is to help their patients enjoy a lifetime of good health and well-being. Also, Southside Pharmacy, their Spring Hope's one-stop shop for better health. Also from Spring Hope, First Citizens Bank. For more than 100 years, customers have trusted First Citizens Bank with their money and their futures. First Citizens Bank, forever first. And the good old town of Spring Hope, honoring the past and building the future. Visit Spring Hope for an hour, for a day, or for a lifetime. So Franklinton threatening for their first time tonight to score as they trail the Firebirds 14-0 with 1:08 left up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And another flag will come in. And it actually is a flag this time. And they're going to say too many men on the field for the Firebirds. As Southern Nash is now the biggest yardage contributor for this drive for the Red Rams. It's now first and 5 from the 10. as Ibrahim will, looks like he'll take it down to about the 7-yard line, waiting for the spot here. It's going to bring up second down and 2. Ibrahim again, he'll be hit in the backfield, this time by Big Dusty Hall, who also played 2 full games of baseball this week. Yes, I'm trying to wear these kids out. It's going to be a third down and about 3 as another timeout is called with 34.9 seconds remaining in the half and a score update in the second quarter. Northern Nash now leads the Griffons 14-7. And the rest of our small town shop local sponsors, Rudy Perry's Lawn and Landscaping. Call Rudy today at 252-289-6578 because your yard deserves it. Oh, and I've just been told up on the board, we now have Rocky Mount who has scored and has tied things up in the second. It's now 14-14. And I looked away for a second. So turn it back on and let me look away again. See if there's another score. Third down and short now for the Red Rams. And a touchdown, as it looks like the Red Rams took a play out of the Roanoke Rapids playbook and does the option snap. And the Red Rams will score with 28.5 seconds remaining in the half. And with this extra point attempt, they look to cut the Firebird lead in half. And that's going to be good. So it's 14-7 with the kickoff upcoming from Franklinton. 28.5 seconds remain in the half up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And the remainder of our small town shop local sponsors, Barnes Safety. Call 1-800-653-0643 and start protecting yourself and the ones you love. Walters Team Realty, serving the 5-county area, including Eastern Wake, Johnston, Franklin, Wilson, and Nash County. And finally, Southern Bank of Middlesex and Bailey. At Southern Bank, our interest is you. So Franklinton obviously has done their homework and watched their game films. As some of their more successful plays have been successful from some of the other teams that we have played, the Firebirds have played so far this year. And this will be kicked off deep to Trey Mitchell, who'll pick it up, and he'll hit the middle of the field, still on his feet. He'll hold on to the football, a stiff arm, and Trey Mitchell still on his feet. Got a man to beat. He's going to break free, and Trey Mitchell takes it to the house with 14.4 seconds. So a big explosion and a kickoff return by Trey Mitchell takes the lead back to 13 with the Jonathan Daniels PAT upcoming. So just like that, that's what you call a momentum shift in a hurry. And keep in mind, the Firebirds will get the ball to start the second half. Of course, they still have to kick off to Franklinton here in the first half following this extra point attempt. And that's good. And the Firebirds now lead 21-7, back to a 14-point lead up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And once again, 14.4 seconds remaining in the first half. So a big, big play by Trey Mitchell to bump the margin back to 2 touchdowns. So I guess I'm pretty sure they won't be kicking to Trey to start the second half. I'd have to wonder if they'd even attempt to kick it at all. I mean, at this point, it's a safer bet to kick it out of bounds, which would not be surprised to see Ron Wakowitz try to do. And he does the high pooch kick. The flags will come in. Looks like they're going to say offsides against Southern Nash. That's a 5-yard penalty and a re-kick for the Firebirds. And there's the high kick. Fair catch is signaled by Franklinton, and that's where they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Pretty close. And they'll have 14 seconds to operate. So Franklinton does still have a timeout. Enough time here for probably 2 plays. And this will be a run up the middle by Ibrahim, and he'll be stopped just past the line of scrimmage. Big Dusty Hall, Mitchell Jones in with the assist, along with Xavier Horton. And without burning that timeout, that'll run the clock out. And Southern Nash will go to the half, leading the Red Rams 21-7. And we'll take a quick look over at Rocky Mount and Northern Nash. Still underway. It's a tie ball game in Red Oak, 14-14. And it looks like Northern may be going to attempt a field goal here, as Bryson Jenkins is on for the field goal attempt. I can't really see the yardage on how far that would be for Bryson. And a nice kick by Bryson Jenkins is through the uprights. It looks like that was about a 35-yard field goal. And Northern Nash goes up 17-14. Cannot see a clock at their place, so I don't know how much time is left. But that was really a nice field goal kick by Bryson Jenkins. Once again, one of my baseball players. He's played 2 baseball games this week, folks. And it looks like time is about to expire in the first half over at Northern Nash and Rocky Mount. So we'll come back to Stanhope as the band is setting up. And we're going to take a break here in Stanhope, and we'll be back with the start of the second half in about 13 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the field your Southern Nash Marching Firebirds. The Southern Nash Marching Firebirds are directed by Matthew Ray with drum major Rebecca Sudan. Let's hear it for your Southern Nash Marching Firebirds. Let's hear it for your Southern
And welcome back for the start of the second half. Firebirds lead 21-7 over Franklinton. Of course, if you recall, Southern Nash won the opening coin toss and deferred to the second half, so they're going to get the ball first. That big momentum changer with a kickoff return by Trey Mitchell to end the first half. And they actually kick it to Trey. And he's still on his feet. There is a flag on the play. However, Mitchell still on his feet. Will take it down the right side this time. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds at near the 40. However, we'll wait and see what the flag is for. So that call against the Firebirds will take them all the way back to the Southern Nash 39-yard line, and that's where they'll take over 1st and 10. White back from the shotgun, and he'll hand it off to Jackson Vick, I believe. No, that was Mitchell Jones with the carry. A gain of 5 is going to bring up 2nd down and 5 now for the Firebirds. So Zyshawn White again from the shotgun. Looks like a busted play as Mitchell tripped over Zyshawn. And Zyshawn will turn it back upfield, keep it himself, and pick up a couple. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. Not quite 3 yards. We'll call it a long 2 here for the Firebirds. And White again with the carry, and he'll slip down and fall just shy of the 1st down. And that's going to bring up 4th and about a yard here for the Firebirds. And Coach Batchelor is going to let it go for it here. White will step up under center. This time he'll give it to Jackson Vick up the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down as he crosses the 50-yard line. And that'll move the chains for the Firebirds. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Firebirds from the Red Ram 46-yard line. And while they move the chains, we want to congratulate the Southern Nash soccer team on winning both the conference regular season and conference tournament. And they'll be going on to the playoffs, the state playoffs, and that will be here at Firebird Stadium on Monday night at 6 o'clock. Zyshawn White slips the tackle. He'll complete the pass to Jackson Vick, who will slip a tackle of his own. He's still on his feet. He'll cut back up the middle. He'll be tripped up, and he'll go down just shy of the 25-yard line. And so what, again, looked to be a busted play turns into a big gain for the Firebirds as they have 1st and 10 from the Red Ram 26-yard line. Looks like there was some personnel confusion. White with a stiff arm, stay on his feet. He calls for a block from Vick. He'll take it downfield, stays on his feet. Zyshawn finally taken out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. I'm just laughing at Zyshawn. He's like, you need to block that guy, man. And Jackson ran right by him. Zyson White shows the wheels as it's now 1st and goal for the Firebirds from about the 5-yard line. White again from the shotgun. He'll keep it again himself. Try to turn things back up the middle. He's going to be stopped just beyond the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd down at goal now. There's a red ram down on the field. So Southern Nash definitely moving the ball. White goes under center for this play, and he'll pitch it back to Trey Mitchell, who will spin it around the left side and take it into the end zone. Trey Mitchell with his 3rd touchdown of the night. 2nd rushing. And with 7:37 remaining in the 3rd period, up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard, the Firebirds go ahead 27-7 and looking to add one more with Jonathan Daniels' extra point attempt. And that's going to be good, and it's now 28-7 in the 3rd quarter, and a flag is thrown. That's going to be in the area of an unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's called against Franklinton. So, reminiscent of back in the spring when the unsportsmanlike calls started to come. So, hopefully the officials can keep this contained to flags only. So once again, we want to thank the shop local sponsors for tonight's game. Just to run down a few real quick for you. Southern Bank of Middlesex and Bailey. At Southern Bank, our interest is you. Walters Team Realty, serving the 5-county area, including Eastern Wake, Johnston, Franklin, Wilson, and Nash County. Barnes Safety, call 1-800-653-0643 and start protecting yourself and the ones you love. And Rudy Perry's Lawn and Landscaping. Call Rudy today at 252-289-6578 because your yard deserves it. So Wakowitz on the kick on the short field. And he'll kick this one deep and into the end zone. And the Red Rams will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So we did have another score update at the half. It was Fike leading Hunt 7-0. And another flag comes in. Still some pushing and shoving going on. And it's going to be a personal foul against Southern Nash. Obviously on the big shove as Ibrahim went flying back into their backfield. So that 15-yard penalty will move it out to the 35-yard line of Franklinton, as well as give them a 1st down. Also over in Red Oak, starting the 3rd period, Northern Nash still leads 17-14. Ibrahim with the carry again. He'll be tripped up just shy of the 40-yard line. And that's going to bring up second and a long 5 for the Red Rams. Ray again from the shotgun. Ibrahim lined up beside him. There'll be a pitch to Ibrahim. And he's going to be hit in the backfield. Leo Jones. Another flag comes in. That hit by Leo Jones and Zay Horton. And that's going to be a hold against Franklinton. Oh, they're saying a dead ball personal foul. And so that'll take Franklinton all the way back to the 20-yard line. So that's going to make it now 3rd and 25 for the Red Rams. Ray looks to pass, and it's going to be tipped by T.J. Tabern. Coverage by Leo Jones. That'll be incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and 25, and that should force the Red Rams to punt here, deep in their own territory. And Ray will get the punt away. Jackson Vick will let it hit, but he'll field it, pick it up, and he's going to run this back on his feet. Only Ray can stop him, and Jackson Vick with the punt return. Special teams comes through again for the Firebirds. And with 5:54, Southern Nash puts 6 more on the board, and a flag will come in. Again, right in the middle of the Southern Nash players. And that was a 51-yard punt return by Jackson Vick. And with 5:54 up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Still waiting for the call here from the officials. So he's going to be going and talking to the sidelines. I'm assuming that he'll be issuing some warnings. And they're going to call unsportsmanlike against Southern Nash, and that'll be assessed on the kickoff. Jonathan Daniels on for the extra point. And we've just received a score update that Rocky Mount has scored in the 3rd and has gone up 21-17 against Northern Nash, as Jonathan Daniels' kick goes through and good. And Southern Nash now leads the Red Rams 35-7. So a great game going on over in Red Oak, as Rocky Mount has retaken the lead 21-17 over the Knights. And back here in Stanhope, it is Shop Local Night. Just a few more of tonight's sponsors. The town of Spring Hope, honoring the past and building the future. Visit Spring Hope for an hour, for a day, or for a lifetime. First Citizens Bank, for more than 100 years, customers have trusted First Citizens Bank with their money and their futures. First Citizens Bank, forever first. Southside Pharmacy, Spring Hope's one-stop shop for better health. And Dr. Howard Weeks Dentistry in Spring Hope. Our goal is to help our patients enjoy a lifetime of good health and well-being. And another quick update from Red Oak. Northern Nash has fumbled, and Rocky Mount has recovered. And so Rocky Mount back in with the lead and the possession in Red Oak as a fair catch is called here by the Red Rams, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. So Ray sets up in the shotgun again. Ibrahim alongside. Ray's going to look to pass. And that's going to be low and incomplete as pressure was applied by Big Dusty Hall. So bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Red Rams. So Red Rams getting some personnel changes in as they'll send 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Ibrahim the lone back in the backfield. And Ray will hand it off to Ibrahim, and he'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. DK Malachi Dobbins on that initial hit, along with the whole front line there for Southern Nash. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8. Well, we'll call that 7. Gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 7 now for Franklinton. And Ray's going to drop back to pass again. This time it'll be complete. And Leo Jones comes in to put the hit on Parrish Rushing, who was the receiver. And that'll stop the Red Rams shy of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2 for Franklinton. So once again, 3 wideouts, 2 right, 1 left. And it looks like Ray will try to stall the count to get the Firebirds to jump offside. They'll take the snap. Ibrahim will take it back up the middle. He'll get a push from behind, actually. And that'll put Ibrahim across the 1st down line and move the chains for the Red Rams and into Southern Nash territory. It'll now be 1st and 10 from the Southern Nash 49-yard line. Ibrahim again with the handoff. He'll hit the line to the gray wall of Stanhope, and he'll be driven down. May have gotten a yard on forward momentum, but probably running it to Dusty Hall's side is not a good idea. Between he and Malachi on that left side of the ball. So a handoff to Ibrahim again. Leo Jones will grab his feet as he goes by. And Big Dust along with Malachi Dobbins again. And there is a Red Ram lineman that is down, and that'll be an official timeout as he does come to his feet. So he seems to be moving under his own power, but there is a second Red Ram still down on the field. The trainers will go out to attend to him. Not sure who that is. That's still down. And while we've got this official timeout, we'll mention a few more of tonight's Shop Local sponsors. The town of Bailey, home of the Country Doctor Museum and the Bailey Christmas Parade. The Nash County Farmers Market, open every Saturday from 8 to 1 at 1006 Peachtree Street in Rocky Mount with locally grown fresh produce, meat, and more. Southern Septic Systems, located in Bailey, and they provide comprehensive septic services for all of eastern North Carolina. And finally, the Spring Hope License Plate Agency, offering shorter lines and friendly service, located at 123 South Ash Street in Spring Hope. And a quick glance over at the Rocky Mount Northern Nash game. It looks like that Rocky Mount turned the ball over on downs. Northern Nash now has the ball back. They are deep in their own territory. And the Firebirds so Franklinton with a substitution sends in Trayvon Sharps. And he'll pick up some yardage. Not enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down and about 1 for the Red Rams. And Ibrahim will get the call again, and he runs into Big Dust along with Mitchell Jones and Zay Horton and Dontavius Kingsbury Evans. And that's going to bring up first and 10 for the Firebirds as the Red Rams have turned it over on downs. I'm sorry, I got kind of miffed. All these Firebirds with 2 last names, man. They got to stop this. They think they're Smith-Schuster or somebody like that. Zyshawn White remains in the game at the QB slot. He'll throw this out in the flat to T.J. Tabron, who's on his feet. T.J. Tabron with nothing but the end zone in front of him. One man to beat. The stiff arm comes out, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. No, they're going to say he made it inside the 5. And with that huge yardage after the catch by T.J. Tabron, that's going to bring up first and goal for the Firebirds. A minute 58 remaining. In the third. And Zyshawn White again with a pass in the flat, this time to Leo Jones, who'll be taking it into the end zone for a score. Leo Jones Jr. put 6 more on the board for the Firebirds. 1:50 remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And that brings Jonathan Daniels on yet again. And a missed hold. And it looked like a fake kick. And Daniels will miss his first field goal of the night. Looked like Brock Alford pulled a Lucy on Charlie Brown and took the ball away. So that'll lead the score at 41-7. Firebirds in a commanding lead now with less than 2 minutes to go in the third period up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And one more time, we do want to mention our sponsors from the previous 2 weeks, Low Country Co., as well as Vandermark Farms. Technical difficulties blipped them out, although there was a lot of views after the live game was televised. Several thousand views post-live broadcast. But we do want to mention and thank those folks for continually supporting the Firebird program and Tar River Sports. So a deep kick by Wakowitz will be fielded, and a return to follow out across the 30-yard line. And the Red Rams will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line, it looks. And a quick glimpse over the Northern Nash games. It looks like the Knights have moved the ball down the field and are now in scoring position. And Dion Battle takes it right now close to about the 10-yard line for the Knights. And Dusty Hall with another tackle in the backfield will bring up 2nd down and about 11 now for the Red Rams. And Ibrahim on the run as TJ Tabron shoots in. Lawman exists by Zay Horton. And he'll only get a couple of that. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 9. And it looks like over in Red Oak, Northern Nash has scored. And it's now 23-21 with an extra point upcoming from Bryson Jenkins. And meanwhile, back here in Stanhope, this time the handoff to Chance Walker. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage again. Dusty Hall and Tony Woodard. Excuse me, that wasn't Tony. That was Dontavius Kingsbury Evans. And that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd period, with Southern Nash leading 41-7 up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And a quick check back over in Red Oak, as Bryson Jenkins' extra point attempt was no good. And Northern now leads by 2, 23-21 in the 3rd period over Rocky Mount Senior High. So that game continues to be close. And we'll show you a little bit of that game while we're getting set to start the 4th quarter here. And just to run down a few more of our shop local sponsors while you're watching the Northern Rocky Mount game. Spring Hope License Plate Agency, offering shorter lines and friendly service, located at 123 South Ash Street in Spring Hope. Southern Septic Systems, located in Bailey. They provide comprehensive septic services for all of eastern North Carolina. The Nash County Farmers Market, located in Rocky Mount. And the high snap again gets Red Rams in trouble. Won't be able to get this punt away. And Dusty Hall, Tony Woodard, and Dontavius Kingsbury Evans on the big tackle for loss. And Southern Nash will take over in excellent field position. And while they're getting set up with their offense, we'll go ahead and finish that out. That was the Nash County Farmers Market, open every Saturday from 8 to 1, located 1006 Peachtree Street in Rocky Mount. The town of Bailey, home to Country Doctor Museum and the Bailey Christmas Parade. Brock Alford back in at quarterback. And there'll be a timeout called on the field. Timeout Franklinton, their first of the 2nd half. So that gives us an opportunity to recognize a few more of our shop local sponsors. Dr. Howard Weeks Dentistry in Spring Hope. Our goal is to help our patients enjoy a lifetime of good health and well-being. Southside Pharmacy, Spring Hope's one-stop shop for better health. First Citizens Bank, also in Spring Hope. For more than 100 years, customers have trusted First Citizens Bank with their money and their futures. First Citizens Bank, forever first. And the good old town of Spring Hope, honoring the past and building the future. Visit Spring Hope for an hour, for a day, or for a lifetime. So one play into the fourth quarter here in Stanhope, and the Red Rams, on a failed punt attempt, have given the Firebirds excellent field position. Brock Alford back in at quarterback, a pitch to Trey Mitchell. He'll look around the left end. A flag will come in behind him. Trey Mitchell's going to take it into the end zone, but it looks like that's going to come back. There is a Red Ram down on the field. So all kinds of stuff going on this play. We'll look for the official sign here. And that's going to be a hold against Southern Nash, as he indicates it to Batchelor. That'll bring the touchdown back and mark some yardage off. They'll replay first down now. We'll see from the spot of the foul where the mark ends. That's going to be marked at the Red Ram 33-yard line. So that's going to bring up first and a lot. Trey Mitchell again with the handoff. He'll take this up the middle. He's hit short, but it'll be slung for a couple extra yards. He's so tall. And that'll bring up second down and about 15 now for the Firebirds. We also failed to mention missing from tonight's lineup is Thomas Copeland, another defensive player. And Trey Mitchell again on the carry. Looks like he'll get back close to the original line of scrimmage. A yard shy of that. It's going to bring up third down and 11 for the Firebirds. And Tolson will check back in for TJ Tabron. Wouldn't be surprised to see this would get aired out again. And Alford looked back to pass. It's intercepted at the line of scrimmage, a low throw. And Jackson Vick will have to save the touchdown, as he'll push down Elijah James and push him out of bounds at the Southern Nash 40-yard line. So the second interception of the night for Southern Nash. I'll look here to see how tall Elijah James is listed at, because he reached up and snatched that out of the air at the line of scrimmage. Of course, they don't list his height. Ray looks to pass, got a man open, and this was caught but stripped away by Zion Nicholson. So that's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Red Rams, as that was just a floater that the receiver had to come back on. Was in it, had it in his hands, and the heads-up play by Zion Nicholson strips the ball and makes it incomplete. And this time the Red Rams will send three wideouts to the right, one to the left. So it'll be a pass in the flat. It'll be overthrown. And Xavier Horton applying pressure to Ray. Send Ray to his fanny on that incomplete pass attempt. It's going to bring up third down and 10 now for Franklinton. And Ray's going to look to pass again. Firebird's in pursuit, applies pressure. He will complete the pass down to about the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 5 now for the Red Rams, as obviously trailing 41-7 with 9:42 remaining in the game. They will go for it here, desperately needing to get some points up on the board. And Ray will complete the pass. It will be good enough for a 1st down as the tackle is made. It's like Leo Jones and TJ Tabor in on that tackle. It'll be down at about the 20-yard line, and that's going to be where it'll be 1st and 10. Take that back. That's about the 24-yard line. The 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Red Rams. And Abraham with the handoff will get hit in the backfield by Dawson May and Big Dusty Hall. And that'll be another tackle for loss. That'll bring up 2nd down and 12. For the Red Rams. They'll send 3 wide outs to the left again, 1 to the right. Ray's going to look to his right for the pass. And that's going to be caught. And he will slip away from Zion Nicholson. And they're going to signal touchdown Franklinton. The official on the sideline judge did not signal. However, the backfield judge did come over and raise his arms, and I missed that. So it's a touchdown Franklinton with 8:12 remaining in the game up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And they will send their kicker in to attempt the extra point. And he'll split the uprights. And Franklinton now trails 41-14 as time continues to tick away from the I'm now joined in the press box by Patrick Cooper, who just happens to be Jake Cooper, the starting quarterback for the JV team. Happens to be his dad. And he wanted to remind me because I blew it a few weeks back, and I didn't know who number 89 was. So my JV color man from behind me has got me straight. And with this score, we're looking to possibly see Jake get in the game. And I'm quite sure we'll see plenty of Jake Cooper in the future, as he has done a fantastic job quarterbacking that JV team to the great season that they've had this year. I'm just glad at least one of those Coopers turned out to be an athlete. Jackson Vick and Trey Mitchell back deep. And they'll kick the squib kick down the middle. It'll be fielded by TJ Tabor, who looks like he might try to get him a score tonight. Another score, actually. He's going to take it all the way on the 3rd special teams touchdown of the night. For Southern Nash, as a skirmish breaks out on the sideline, flags are thrown in. Got 2 different penalty flags, 3 penalty flags. Tabor will take it in for a score with 7:58 remaining in the game. The flags came in after the play. So there's going to be some dead ball penalties assessed here. We'll have to wait and see who they are against. as the officials are getting together to discuss that. The touchdown will stand. The flags came in after the play was concluded. Just kind of waiting for the officials to sort this out. And that was TJ's first score of the night. Let me clarify that. He was stopped short on the completion that he had earlier in the game. So that would be TJ Tabron's first score of the night. Third special teams touchdown. The second kick return or kickoff return. To go with one punt return. A personal foul against Franklinton. And then unsportsmanlike conduct against Southern Nash. There'll be offsetting penalties. But the touchdown will stand. And Jonathan Daniels in for his 7th attempt of the night. 5 for 6 so far. So still some discussions between the officials and head coach Brian Batchelor. As the officials still stand over the ball, as there's conversation being had on the Franklinton side. Head coach Jimmy Williams, along with lead officials for tonight's game. Once again, I'm sure those are some warnings being issued there, along with some explanation of what was going on the sidelines. And Daniels' kick will be good, and it's now 48-14 with 7:58 remaining on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Southern Nash with a very commanding lead now, as it seems like time will be running out for the Red Rams to get back in this game. So it looks like Coach Batchelor is still having some discussion with the officials. So while we're waiting for Wackowicz to get things kicked off here, quick glance over at the Northern Nash Rocky Mount game. The score still stands 23-21. Rocky Mount did throw an interception inside the red zone. And this will be fielded by and returned by Franklinton. But tackle will be made. I think that was Mitchell Jones, Kahari Caudle in on that tackle. And the Red Rams will have it 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. So a new quarterback in for the Red Rams. And I do not have a number for him. As Abraham will break away, and he's going to take it all the way to the end zone. No flags are down. As Southern Nash had put in some of its substitutions. And Ibrahim will take it a little over 70 yards for a score. 7:38 remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And looks like Franklinton will go for 2 here. As obviously the big deficit they'd have to overcome in 7 minutes. And they will convert as Chance. And the Southern Nash Firebirds now lead 48-22. Only a 20, which there is enough time there for possibly try to get back in it. We'll see how long Coach Batchelor So we're getting set here for the kickoff. And we'll now have Zyshawn White and Leo Jones back deep for the Firebirds. Trey Mitchell slides up to midfield alongside TJ Tabor and Jackson Vick, looking for the short kick. I'm sure they've got all their hands up front, looking for an onside kick. And that's what it's going to be. And I believe that's John Tolleson on the cover. And so Southern Nash recovers the onside kick, and Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. And Jake Cooper has checked in at quarterback. And a gain of 2 for the Firebirds. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Play clock gets down to about 10 seconds. And that's going to be a flag on the Firebirds for delay of game. Oh, we just got a score update from Wilson as Fike now leading 14-0 at the end of the 3rd quarter. So Hunt, who has had a very good season and ranked in the top 10 in the East, is at risk of a loss in their conference to their crosstown rivals of Fike. And this will be a pitch. A flag will come in. Got down to about the 50. We'll see what the penalty is going to be. It's in the lines of looks like a hold. They're actually going to say it's a face mask against Franklinton. So it's a 5-yard face mask. Will not be enough for a first down. It's going to bring up second down and about 3. Now for the Firebirds. Still some confusion on the play call. Play clock down to 8. And the Firebirds are going to have to rush here. Play clock down to 2. They'll get it away. A pitch back. That's enough yardage for a first down. The ball comes out. The ball's still out. And it looks like the quarterback, Jake Cooper, in to assist on the recovery. So Southern Nash did recover their own fumble. And that's going to be enough for a Southern Nash first down with 5:45 remaining in tonight's game up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Down to 2 seconds on the play clock. And Madison Jones on the carry. I'm going to have to rely on the voice of the Firebirds down there to tell me these names, because these are a lot of the JV players. They are not included on this roster that we have. But a nice, about a 7-yard carry by Jones will bring up second down and 3. And Jake Cooper going to let that play clock run down just as long as it can. And it's going to be carried around the right side. And another flag comes in as another lockup between Franklinton and Southern Nash. And they're going to call a hold against the Firebirds. So from the spot of the foul, that'll take it all the way back to the 43-yard line of Franklinton. That'll make it second down at 10 as Southern Nash will burn their their second timeout of the half. And with that, we'll run down this list of tonight's shop local sponsors. Southern Bank of Middlesex and Bailey, Walters Team Realty, Barnes Safety, Rudy Perry's Lawn and Landscaping, the Town of Spring Hope, the Town of Bailey, First Citizens Bank, Southside Pharmacy, Dr. Howard Weeks Dentistry, the Nash County Farmers Market, Southern Septic Systems, and the Spring Hope License Plate Agency. Once again, we want to thank all of our shop local sponsors for also supporting the Firebirds throughout this football season. So second down and just a little better than 10 yards to go here. And another penalty flag will be thrown. It's either going to be encroachment or offsides. They can say offsides against Southern Nash. Yes, the fans not really happy with that. 4:22 remaining. I think some folks are ready to get this thing over with. And this will be hitting the backfield. going to reverse the field. Waiting to see who this is, and finally pushed down from behind. We'll get it back to just shy of the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring it third down and just a little over 10 yards to go here for the Firebirds. Down to 3:30 remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard, and the handoff to the left side. And that's Logan Saunders on the carry. And he's down close to a first down. We'll wait to see where the spot is going to be. And that's going to be a first down for the Firebirds. About an 11-yard carry, 12-yard carry by Logan Saunders. We'll bring up first down at 10 with 3:21 remaining in the game. And it looks like Northern Nash has now pulled ahead after another score, leading 33-21. Over the Griffons, and they just had an onside kick. And once again, Jake Cooper going to let this play clock wind all the way down as far as he can. And it'll be a handoff up the middle. And that's Madison Jones again on the carry. He'll pick up about 8. It's going to bring up second down and 2. Clock continues to run here in Stanhope. 2:20 remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. And another pitch into the middle will gain of about 3 on the play. And that's going to be enough for another Southern Nash first down as we pass the 2-minute mark remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Firebirds with a commanding lead, 48-22 over the Red Rams, as it looks as though Southern Nash has definitely put this one away. And it also looks at Northern Nash like the Knights may have this well at hand. Do not see a play clock or game clock. Rocky Mount does have the football, but they trail 33-21 in the fourth period over in Red Oak. Another flag is thrown. Offsides against the Firebirds. As Fike over in Wilson is still holding on to that 14-0 lead over Hunt. It's now 1st and 15 for the Firebirds. Another quick pitch into the middle of the field. Get them back over the original line of scrimmage as the clock continues to run. And it looks like they'll have to get off one more play to end this. We'll see if they actually attempt to run a play or if they just go victory formation. As Coach Batchelor is letting the JV players get some play time. And Jake Cooper will take the knee And that should do it, as the play clock will wind down, and Southern Nash will come away with a senior night victory over the Red Rams of Franklinton. Final score here in Stanhope, 48-22. We'll wait and see where the playoff brackets come out. I think the brackets do come out tomorrow, as that's being announced as we speak. So we'll check tomorrow. Look for an update on the Southern Nash News. And in the meantime, we want to thank Coach Batchelor and the Firebirds for a great season here. And Coach Batchelor's inaugural season as head coach. And the way to end that was on a great note, a 48-22 victory over the Franklinton Red Rams. We're going to sign off now. Once again, I'm Brent Cone with the Tar River Sports Network, and we hope to see you next week in playoff time. We're out.